right, man, you got the first game out of the way. Yeah. You've had a chance to evaluate film. What did you see and grade yourself?
I probably give myself. Well, I'm a hard critic. I mean, the coaches gave me a B, but I probably give myself like a C. I mean, there's a lot of things that I missed on. There's a lot of things we can improve. We didn't really score as much in the second quarter, so we got to improve on that. I feel like our third quarter was our best quarter. So just going out there's a lot to improve on for the week. I mean, everybody probably had first game jitters. I did, Donovan. So it's our first game. So now we're kind of know how college football is, how game days are. So we're probably going to ease into it more, and then you should see more improvements from last week to this week.
So what after watching film, what were your biggest takeaways as far as things you want to do better?
There's a couple times that my eyes got down. I didn't get the ball fast enough. So just knowing that the game is different from high school to college, there's a lot of things that I could get away with in high school that I can't get away with in college. So just going back and evaluate the film, there's a lot of times that I could have helped out Donovan or the O-line with getting the ball out faster. So that's just a couple things I took away.
How hard was it, obviously, having a true freshman center and you're a true freshman there? And you had a different center up until like Monday. So how different is that exchange and that working relationship to get used to somebody different in 2 days?
At first it wasn't as different. I mean, the first couple of snaps we had to get the snap together. But other than that, he's been doing a tremendous job. I mean, Thursday night he did a phenomenal job. Just going back looking at the film. But we also have Cole, Alex, Jared Bell, and Steve to help him out a lot too. Eno knows a lot, so Eno helped me out a lot. Just going back, the relationship between me and him is growing. So just out there, he's more comfortable now. I'm more comfortable now. So we should see what the improvements are this week.
Took 5 sacks. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Is there anything that you wish you would have done differently after looking at the film? Should you have gotten rid of the ball, or were you right to eat a couple of those?
A couple I ate, but there's some I could have got rid of the ball. There's a couple touchdowns I missed. So just going back and looking at the film, I wish I could have probably hit those touchdowns. Like there's a deep ball I missed to Frank. So a couple of those is going back and reevaluating yourself.
2 quarterbacks got hurt. You probably heard over the weekend, and you were scrambling a little bit there a lot. As a quarterback, do you think about those things when you're out there scrambling?
Like Coach Trent said, like when I first got here, he said you just got to know when the journey is over. There's a couple of times that I've wanted to run longer, but I was like, well, it's a different speed. People are pursuing me from my backside. People coming from my front jaw. I just had to slide, just protect my body or get out of bounds because, as you see, it's unfortunate for JT. He got sacked and he's tore his ACL, so it's unfortunate. And then KJ Costello, seeing that hit on him. So just sometimes you just gotta know when to just give it up and just protect yourself.
Because in high school you didn't have to do a whole. I mean, it's not like there's big dudes that have been.
Yeah, not really. I mean, at high school, there was probably a couple times that I could have ran around and probably scored. But in college, it's a different speed, different game. So you just gotta know how to protect yourself.
Have you heard from Manny Wilkins, or did you reach out to him?
Yeah, me and Manny talked a couple times before the game. Just saying, just to go out there and just be calm and be composed, make plays, and just get the ball to a playmaker.
Did you get a chance to congratulate him? He made the Packers.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I seen that. That's a big thing for him. He made the Packers team, so it's just on to the next step.
How would you describe just the heart rate of running out of the tunnel for the first time here, just processing that whole experience week 1?
It was a exhilarating moment. Just going out there, you see all the fans just screaming. Just going out there, and then after the first play, I mean, nerves went down and just going back to playing football.
Did you hear your mom screaming for you?
I didn't. It's too many people screaming too.
She's usually pretty vocal.
Yeah, she is.
Was there a specific moment for you that you're like, holy crap, this is it. This is the moment of call. Like, I finally made it.
Probably going out in the tunnel, coming back from pregame warmer, going back out to the tunnel, and you just see the Sparky video playing, and then as soon as he stomps on the buzz, everybody just running out. You see everybody just cheering for you while you're running out. So that's probably the moment that I say I'm really in college football now.
Last one for me, man, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
When you watch film, that first touchdown, what was that like, man? What did that feel like to see the play?
It felt great. I mean, it wasn't really the normal play that we ran. So, I mean, everybody else was covered, so I kind of just pump faked, and I just see Eno in the back of the end zone. So just throw the ball, but it was an exciting moment. I thank the O-line, thank the coaches for it. That was just the first one. So just going out there and just trying to build on that.
I think your team's improved the most from week 1 to week 2. Just having a game and being able to see film. I apologize if you already talked about this, but what do you kind of want to improve on? What are some of the specifics that you want to?
Getting the ball faster, trusting receivers. Me and the receivers, some are more on the same page this week than last week because it's the first game, so they didn't really know what to expect from me. So just going out there and just building the chemistry. Everybody's going out there having fun, and then just getting the ball to the playmakers. There's really just getting the ball quicker, helping out the O-line, helping them help me. So, and just go out there and just keep playing football and protecting myself.
Were you as poised as you looked out there, Jayden? You looked like you were in complete control of things for your first game.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that my family, that my dad taught me at a young age, because I told him I want to play quarterback. He said, as a quarterback, you got to be composed and poised. So, I mean, there's a couple things that went bad. There's a couple drives that we didn't do anything. So you can't really just go down and put your head down and go out there. Like every time I come to the sideline with a smile, just telling the offense that we got the next drive. I mean, the second quarter was probably a slow one for us, but come out at halftime, we picked it up. And then also that just seeing that you're composed, it helped out the offense too, because they're seeing that if you're not rattled, then they're not going to be rattled.
And Coach Herm is poised on the sideline.
Right.
He told me that he wanted to see your eyes. He wanted you to come to him every time you came off the sideline. Would he have any little tidbits for you when you did that?
Yeah, probably I want to say there was a play where I threw the ball to Brandon Ayuk in the goal line on the fade, and then came back. He was like, "Well, if you'd have handed the ball off, we probably got 7 points." So I mean, there's a couple of things that he said. Just going back and just reevaluating yourself, and just going out there and making the corrections from last week.
How did you evaluate the offense's play in the first game?
We could have played better. From me, from the offensive line, from the receiver group. There's a couple plays that the receiver group. They weren't full speed. I don't know if it was they were tired, but we gotta do a better job. Not a better job, but subbing out more. Me getting the ball out faster. O-line communicating with the O-line so we could all be on the same page. So the main thing I say is just being the communication. Just go out there and just talking, make sure everybody's on the same page so we could get the offense rolling.
After all the hype, though, how good does it feel for you to have a game under your belt now as you get ready for this Sacramento State game?
It feels real good, getting the first one under your belt. You know what to expect now from college football. You know how the college game day is, from going from the hotel to the warm-ups. You just know how everything is. So it's go out there and you could just calm down, just focus on yourself.
Did you go back at all to you and your dad working out, trying to be a quarterback one day and being like 9-10 years old, and how the dream compared with the reality that night?
Yeah, I mean, talked to my dad that night. He was actually at the game too. So in high school, we had a little ritual that we prayed before we go out to the field. So when I left the field for pregame, I was over there praying with him. So that's pretty much a ritual we have. And he was just saying that the moment is here, but don't let the moment be too big for you.
When did you get so kind of aware of to slide or not to slide, or to get out of bounds and not take that hit?
Probably my junior year of high school, because there's a lot of people. That's probably when I started running more, using my legs to extend plays. And then there's a time my head coach and my dad, he was my coach too, but the head coach was telling me if you want to play at the next level, you got to learn how to slide too. Just protect your body, not take as many hits as you want to. And just know that there's sometimes you can make plays, but there's other times that you make a play, you might get hit, and you might land on yourself wrong. So just know how to protect yourself.
I know you watch Deshaun Watson a lot. That seems like a thing that he also kind of gets. Is that one of the things where you look at guys like that and be like, you can still make crazy plays and do these wild things out of the pocket, but you can also be safe and be smart about when you should run?
Yeah, I mean, using your legs brings another dimension to the offense, because the offensive coordinators, the defensive coordinators, sometimes they can't account for you when you scramble. So sometimes I really, that's an advantage for me. I try not to use it as much. I want to just throw the ball and get the ball to, if nothing there, find Eno or find the running back. But sometimes if the protection break down, I have to scramble to gain yards instead of going backwards.
Yeah.
You're going forward and just always having positive yards.
I heard someone say that when you took off one time, they were like, thought you ran like Jake Plummer. I don't know, have you been able to watch this tape at all?
I haven't, not yet.
You've been able to talk to him at all?
Yeah, he texted me before the game, just saying good luck and congrats on everything, and then just go out there and just let it rip and have fun.
Was there a specific throw that you're particularly proud of from Thursday?
Probably my throw to Frank, third and 10. That's the first college throw, my first college completion. So just going out there, that's one thing we talked about as an offense all week for me and the receiver group is that they're press man to man and just give my man a chance. So probably that throw, that's probably what I'm most proud of because that's what we talked about, that's what we preach, and then go out there and just what we talked about in the film room and the practice field and apply it to the game.
Do you expect to see a lot more press man coverage? Because it feels like they got burned.
Yeah, I feel like that. I'm a freshman quarterback, so teams are gonna try to get hits on me. So I feel they don't really respect our receiver group yet. The teams across the country, they're gonna probably key on more on stopping the run game because once the run game gets going, that's when our offense gets going. So just go out there. That's something that me and the receivers have to do. And just go out there and communicate, see how we want things to be. Go out there, Brandon IU, Frank Darby, they got to win against man coverage. I got to throw them good balls, Kyle Williams. So just go out there. I feel like we'll see a lot of press man, a lot of man coverage, and trying to stop the defense trying to stop
With Manny and Jake Plummer sending you a note before the game, were there any other former Sun Devils who sent you anything like advice?
Hold on, I gotta think. Oh, Rudy Carpenter. Yeah, he just told me just go out there and have fun, let it rip. J.D. Hill was in the tunnel saying congratulations on everything. So just the former Sun Devils, they have a big name. They've been here. So just listening to them and getting congratulations from them, that meant a lot. That meant a lot. You obviously like Jake Plummer, what he did here meant a lot too. So just go out there and just really just seeing what the past generation has done, but also trying to be better than them. And seeing what I could do in the future here with this team right now, we could have a special season. We have a special group.
Roughly, how many texts did you get before the game?
A lot. I don't even know a number, but I mean a lot of people from back home were saying good luck. I mean social media too. So I really try to reply to everybody. If I couldn't get back to them that day I had to get back onto the next day, but just really out there, everybody from back home showing me love. The Sun Devil fans, Sun Devil Nation showing me love, so I just appreciate it.